welcome to my Week 2 Fantasy Football prediction video. Let's get straight into it. We'll start with me versus Tread. This week it's going to be a tough one. I think it's going to be a very close game. It depends mostly on which Alex Smith we see turn up. Last week he was very conservative with the deep ball, but we know he has that cannon. If he decides to go back to playing like he did last year in Kansas and taking a lot of deep shots, I think Tread could potentially win this one. But personally I don't see that happening, even though it's against that Indy secondary, which isn't very good. So yeah, I think I'm going to win this one, but it will be, like I said, a very tough matchup. We're going to want to keep an eye on that Chargers-Buffalo game. Both of us hoping to score big against that terrible Buffalo defense. Next we'll move on to Tris versus Ian, the matchup of Chargers fans. And it's also going to be a contest of philosophies as well. Ian's playing a lot of big chunk players, such as Kamara, Hill, that Chargers defense. Versus very reliable players, which Tris is playing, such as Jones, and Cousins. We'll see which philosophy wins out, but I think Ian comes away victorious here. The game for them to watch is going to be the Rams versus Cards. It will be a question of, will Woods find the end zone, or will he leave 40 to 50 yard field goals for Greg the leg to kick? Next we'll move on to Tom versus Phil. Tom is currently riddled with injuries and free agency issues, but he does still have those big playmakers in his side. If Manny and Adrian Peterson can roll back the years like they did last week, then hopefully Tom can still win this one. But I think probably we still got to expect Phil to win this here. Even if he doesn't add a kicker, I think he's still looking pretty comfortable at the moment. Washington at Indy is going to be the big game for you guys to watch, so keep an eye on that, and Phil maybe just leave the stadium early to get Game Pass out or something. Next we move on to Mo v Brad. It's going to be an interesting one with Mo playing his own playing a defense against his own QB, and he's also banking on Yeldon having a big week with Fournette probably not going. Brad, though, however, lacks any real excitement in his lineup. Outside of OBJ, who he's hoping will go off big against that Dallas secondary. Personally, I can't see it being productive enough for him to win this game. I think Mo's going to win a good game here. And obviously I'm going to say watch that Pats v Jags game, which I think Mo has like 12 different people going in. Finally, we're going to move on to Ryan v Andy. Strong start for Ryan, although he'll probably be very disappointed in the Ravens' defense and by extension his own girlfriend. Andy, who got 30 points from Connor last week, is going to have to expect something similar again. And he's going to be feeling very nervous about DeCastro being out. How will that affect that Pitt's run game? I think overall this game is going to rely on Patrick Mahomes. Can he have another big week like he did last week? Or is he going to be a bit more conservative with the ball this week? I think Andy comes away with a win here. So make sure you keep a close eye on that Pitt and Kansas game, though, as that's really going to determine this matchup. See you guys. Have a good week.